All right, today we're going to be doing a basic yoga flow. So it'll be pretty simple. There will be floor work, so if you have knee issues or limitations that restrict you from getting down on your hands and knees, this may or may not be the appropriate workout for you. Maybe check into one of my chair yoga videos instead. We are going to be actually starting on the ground on our hands and knees and working from child's pose from there. So all you need today is your mat. If you need blocks or props, you can have those handy, but I'll try to show you ways to modify so you won't need too many props at all. So we start on our hands and knees. You're gonna try to sit back on your heels with your arms out in front of you, stretched out as far as you can. We're gonna sit back. Now if you have shoulder issues, you can bring your hands in a little bit closer. We're gonna move fairly rhythmically, and we'll have some holds and pauses as we go. So you're gonna take a moment to here, and you're gonna come forward to your hands and knees and rock back. Inhale forward and rock back. Inhale forward and rock back. One more time, inhale forward and rock back. Inhale forward to your hands and knees and stay. We're gonna hold it here, and we're gonna extend one arm and leg out, the opposite arm and leg, reaching out through the heel and the hand. We're just gonna pause here for a moment, pull the shoulders back, lift the abdominals, good. And then we're gonna switch, lower the hand and the knee down and extend out, reaching through the thumb, the heel, eyes are on the floor, good. And we're gonna switch. So we're not holding it for really long, we're just extending, giving it a little pause, feeling our body steady there, and then switch, reaching out, extending through the heel and the hand, and switching. Let's do one more for each side. Reaching out, good, keeping that tummy tight, and switching, reaching out, good, and lowering it down. From here, I want you to lift your belly, round your back, up into cat. Inhale down into cow, letting the belly drop down, the back sways, shoulders pull back. Let's do that again, rounding upwards and rounding downwards. One more time, rounding up and rounding down. Let's fold back into child's pose. Hips to heels, arms stretched out, head down. Good, inhale forward to those hands and knees. Now we're gonna tuck our toes under and lift the hips up to downward facing dog. Please be cautious with this if you have any shoulder issues. Go ahead and lift the hips up, head goes down in between the arms, heels sink a little bit towards the floor. Try not to lock your knees. And then we're gonna lower gently back down to those hands and knees. Now we're gonna do that again 2 more times. Lift up, pull the shoulders away from the ears, make sure you're planting your hands firmly. Lower gently back down. Nice and easy on those knees. And let's do that one more time. Exhale, lift yourself up. You're just taking a cycle of air here, 1, maybe 2 breaths, and then lowering back down gently. We're going to fold back onto our heels in child's pose, hips to heels. Just allow yourself a little bit of rest here and flex your hands and wiggle the fingers. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to lay on our stomach. Inhale the body forward, bring your hips down, your chest up, and lower all the way down. And make sure you get comfortable before you get going. Good. Go ahead and reach your hands back towards your feet. We're gonna lift up, inhaling, lifting the head and chest up, squeezing the shoulder blades, and releasing down. Good. Take another deep breath. Inhale, lifting up, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and releasing down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lifting the head, the chest, and don't forget your hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades, and lower down. Good. Rock the hips, test it out, see how your back feels. Now we're gonna try to add the legs. Inhale, lift your head, your chest, your hands. Oh, let's try those feet and lower down. Now, if your lower back didn't like that, don't do it. Inhale, lift the body. And if you want to add the legs, add the legs. Lower down. We're going to just do one more. Okay, just one more. Inhale, lifting up, nice and easy. Engaging the back of the body. Good, and then releasing down. Now we're gonna go ahead and push back to child's pose, but we're gonna do that kind of fancy. Bring your hands in, elbows in towards the ribs. Lift yourself up. Start with the chest. You can lift your chest up. Bring your shoulders back. Give yourself a boost up, and then rock all the way back. Go ahead and take a moment to take your hands towards your feet. Forehead to the floor. Good. I'm going to have you go ahead and stretch those arms out on the ground in front of you and come back up to your hands and knees. Now we're going to go to down dog, and we're going to hold it just a little bit longer, and I want you to pedal your feet. Pedal your feet. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips up, head down, right in between your arms, and then pedal by pressing one heel down and softening the other knee, and then switching. The heels don't have to touch the ground. Good. Switch and switch. One more for each side. Good. Now I want you to go ahead and bring yourself up to standing. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can walk your hands to your feet and then come up to standing like so. Now if you want to try it a different way, just for demonstration purposes, you could walk your feet to your hands. That one can be a lot harder for people. Either way, you're going to inhale and bring yourself up. When you reach the top, take a moment to set yourself up. We want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success here. So we get ourselves comfortable, relax our shoulders, roll them a couple of times, shake it out. Take a deep breath, inhale, raise the arms up, and then exhale, dive forward. Pull the tummy in, hinge the hips, head down, and let's do that again. Arms go out, arms go up, all the way up to the ceiling. Gaze upwards, exhale down. And inhale, lift yourself up, arms out, arms up, all the way to the top. Good. Lower your hands to your side. Now we're going to be doing a little twist. I'm going to turn to face you just so I'm not facing the back wall when we do this. So you're going to extend your arms out chest height, feet together, thighs together, and we're going to reach back with one hand, open the arm up and look back at it. And then bring your hand back into the center. Let's switch sides. So you're rotating the torso, not the hips. Good. Bring it back into the center. Drop your hands. Shrug the shoulders one time. Just once. Good. Because it feels nice. Lift your hands back to chest height. Now we're going to do that twist again, but we're going to go the other direction first. So I want you to reach back, open your chest up, and reach forward towards me. Good. And then bring yourself back into the center. Switching sides. So we're going to reach back and reach forward. Again, try not to twist at the hips. Good. Come back into the center. You're going to drop your hands and shrug your shoulders one time. Now we got to do 2 more rounds. Reach up. Now we're alternating, so we're going to go back that way. We just did it. Do it again. Reach forward towards me and back towards the back wall. Good. Come back into the center. Switch sides. So keep your hips facing forward. Engage your core. Reach forward. Reach back. Look back. Good. Come back into the center. Drop your hands. Guess what? Shrug your shoulders. Just once. Good. One more time. So we're balanced. We're going to go ahead and reach back, reach forward, extend those arms a little further, and come back into the center. Good. Switch sides. Last one. Reach out, reach, 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 and return to the center. Excellent job. Lower your hands down. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Inhale, raise both hands up to the ceiling, really high. Lift yourself, lengthen those arms, stand super tall. Super duper tall. And then let your hands drop gently down to your side. Now if you have shoulder issues, try dropping your hands forward and down. Let's try that one more time. So we're going to inhale, lift our arms up. And again, if you have shoulder issues, going out to the side might not feel good. So try reaching your hands up to the ceiling in front. Instead, reach up high, take a big breath in, extend through those fingers, really lengthen your core. Try to get your shoulders down away from your ears, okay? We're not wearing our shoulders like earrings. Put them down. Take a breath and lower your hands all the way down to your side. Excellent. Shake, shake, shake. Anything out that needs to be shook out. Now, I'm going to turn back to face the front of the room, and you're going to put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Now, when you step back, some of you are going to have little short steps. Some are gonna have big, long steps. It doesn't matter. What I want you to do is step back, keep your knee relaxed. We're not bending our knee, we're gonna keep it straight, but I don't want you to walk that knee completely out. So just keep it soft, activate your leg muscles. Now we're gonna go with a no extra arm approach today to kind of reduce the strain on our shoulders. So what I'd like you to do is walk your hands down your leg towards the floor. Now if you can't reach the floor, place your hands upon your shin. If you can reach the ground, go ahead and allow your fingertips to rest on the floor. Look at your knee. Take 3 deep breaths here. You're trying to feel your chest pressing towards your thigh. You're feeling the lengthening happening in the back of the thigh. It's a little uncomfortable. Now we're gonna come up and you're just gonna walk your hands up the leg, taking a nice deep breath. And we're gonna not fall over because that would be really embarrassing to do on camera. Yeah, it would. Take a nice big breath in, we're gonna do that again. Hinge at your hip, walk your hand down the leg, let your chest come towards your thigh. Hands rest here or hands rest on the ground. Look at your leg. Take 3 deep breaths. Good, I want you to come up slowly. Walk your hands up the leg, all the way up to the top. Now we're gonna step together, all the way together. You're gonna fold down and compare your right and your left legs and see which one feels longer. So hinge at your hips, soft knees, chest down, hands down. Remember, you can rest your hands on the leg or on the floor. Try to relax. Feel which leg feels a little longer. Feel a little difference there. Good, come back up. Take a nice deep breath, roll the shoulders, and we're changing legs. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Remember, this is a beginner approach today. It's gonna be pretty simplified. I'm taking out all the fancy schmancy of flowing. We're just gonna break it down. Hinge at your hip, chest towards the thigh, walk your hands down. Hands on the leg, hands on the floor, okay? Look at your leg, 3 breaths. Lift your tummy, keep your core tight. Relax your shoulders. Good, come up. Bring yourself up nice and tall. Allow yourself a moment here. And we're gonna do that one more time, okay? So hinge at the hips, walk it down. How far can you go? Can you get a little lower this time? Then pull that tummy in, walk your hands down as far as you can go, and then balance yourself. Head down, look at your leg, 3 breaths. Get down a little deeper. Good, go ahead and come on up. Arms out, up, step together. Now we're gonna fold over one more time here and compare the 2 legs and see if they're about the same length. So hinge at your hips, soft knees, chest down, head down, look at your legs. Now lift your tailbone up a little bit. Feel a little tug in those hammies. Take 1 more breath and come up. Just walk your hands up the legs. Take a breath, shake out the shoulders a little bit. Now we're gonna be switching directions and we're gonna stand wide. So we're gonna step out. We're gonna do a couple of moves here. So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna start in the wide position and we're just gonna fold over and kind of test it out and see how it feels. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Let's go ahead and hinge at the hips. Hinge, 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 hinge. Walk it down. Can you reach the ground? If so, please do so. If not, leave your hands on your legs. Take 1 more breath. Try to go a little deeper. Come all the way up. Walk your hands up the legs. Roll your shoulders back. Now we're gonna reach one arm up over the top of your head. So you're gonna reach up and you're gonna reach over and you're gonna feel a lengthening in the side of the body. This one usually feels pretty good for most people. Go ahead and bring your hand down. Well, let's do that one again. Same arm, same side. Inhaling up, up and over. Yes, this move gets bigger, it gets more complicated, it gets a lot tougher, but not today. Just enjoy the simplicity. Lower your hand down. Go ahead and take a deep breath, and as you exhale, we're gonna hinge forward one more time. I want you to go as far as you can and look between your legs and lift that tailbone up a little bit. So hinge at your hips, walk your hands down, look between your legs. Take 1 more breath and go deeper. Come all the way up. Bring yourself up slowly to the top. Don't be surprised sometimes when we go down and we come up, if you get a little dizzy, that happens. You just take a moment and let things kind of calm down before moving on to the next pose. So we took a deep breath and we extended the arm up over the top of your head, but now we got to do the other side. Reach, breathe, feel that lengthening in the side of the body. Good. Bring your hand down gently. We did it 2 times, so guess what? We got to do it one more time. Inhaling up and over the top. Good. Keep your abdominals in. This is not about leaning super far. Just give yourself a gentle stretch. Bring your hand down to your side. Now we're going to fold over one more time here, and I want you to try to go down a little bit deeper. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths at the bottom. Hinge at the hips. Walk your hands down. Pull that tummy in. Look underneath you. I want you to take a nice deep breath and go down 1 breath deeper, so get further before we come up. Then come up nice and easy to the top, all the way up. Roll the shoulders, shake it out. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to add a little twist to this move. So we're going to be folding over and planting our hands, and we're going to rotate 2 times to one side. We're not going to come up in between. So I want you to start by hinging at your hips. Soften the knees a little bit and take your hand down. Kind of think like a football player when I do this. Okay, hand down on the ground. You want your head to be kind of level with your butt. Okay, so we're going to lift our head and chest up a little. Now we're going to take the arm and we're going to extend it out to the side and up towards the ceiling, and you're going to look at your hand. Take a breath. Bring your hand gently down. We're not going to come back up to standing just yet. We're going to do that one more time. So go ahead and rotate, reach it around, and reach it up. If you can't touch the ground, give yourself a stack of books or a block to put your hands on. Good. Reach up, keep reaching. Bring your hand gently down. Now we're going to go down all the way, relax, and come up to standing. Take a nice deep breath when you get to the top to readjust your body. Anything that needs adjusting, gets adjusting. Hitch up the pants and get serious, because we're going to do the other side. So it's going to be 2. Again, exhale, hinge at your hips, walk your hands down, find your target in the center, straighten your arm, lift your head up so it's lining up with your rear end. You can bend your knees a little bit. And we're going to rotate your torso, reaching up to the ceiling, all the way up top. Just like that. Try not to shift with your legs, but keep them kind of in the center. Breathe. Good. Bring your hand gently down and take a single breath and go again. Exhale as you reach up to the ceiling. Big breath in and out. Look at that hand. Look at it. Straight up. Not over the top, not over here, up there. Okay, bring it down. Fold all the way over. All the way. Come all the way up. Nice deep breath in. All the way to the top. Good. Now, step your feet together. We're going to turn back to face one end, and we're going to put that 1 foot forward again. So we're going to add the twist to the forward bend. So we're going to hinge forward, and then we're going to rotate into the leg that's forward. So you're going to kind of squish your tummy. So start here, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hinge down, walk those hands down, hopefully to the floor, but if you can't, hands can be here. You could use a block to put your hand on or a stack of books. Okay? Now this is where the twist happens. Twist into your leg, not away from your leg. You're going to rotate your torso so your tummy is smushed up against your thigh. And then you're going to reach up to the ceiling. Now if you've got a bad shoulder, I'm going to have you put your hand on your hip. Try not to let your booty wander off towards the front. We want to keep it pointed straight back behind you as much as you can. So shoulder, back, take a deep breath here. You should be feeling some work happening in this leg. Good. Let's bring the hand down. Now we're not going to come up, we're just going to do it one more time. Just take a moment here. If you need to reset things, go ahead and do so. Take a breath, and here we go. We're going to twist again. Again, if you have shoulder issues, let's just put our hand on the hip. No shoulder issues. Hand goes all the way up to the ceiling and we're looking at it. Try to lift your chest away from your thigh. We don't want to be too scrunched up in this pose. Lift it up. There you go. Excellent. That looks way better. Because I can totally see. Go ahead and bring that hand down. And walk yourself back up nice and easy. Now, just so I don't turn away from the camera, I'm going to go ahead and turn all the way around to the other side of my mat. And put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. So we are hinging down. Okay, walk down. Remember the rules. Hands on the leg, hands on a block, or hands on the floor. No booty to the camera, booty back. Slide your hand up the thigh to the hip. Lift your chest away from your thigh. Okay? If you feel good here, stay here. If you want to extend the hand up to the ceiling, extend the hand up to the ceiling. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Just keep sipping in that air. Good. Bring your hand gently down. Take a full breath, maybe two. Make any adjustments. Good. Now it's ready to do it one more time. Plant the hand, slide the hand up the leg, lift the chest up off the thigh, and then if you want to, add the hand going up to the ceiling. Try to keep your head in a nice straight line with your body. We're not looking behind us. You're looking straight here, straight at the camera here, straight at the screen. Go ahead and take a breath. Bring your hand down. Now we're going to come back up, nice and easy to the top, and we're going to step our feet together. All right, we're going to work our way back down to the ground. Okay, so take a moment. We're going to fold over and we're going to walk our feet backwards into downward facing dog and return to that little heel pedaling we did earlier. So I want you to hinge at your hips, plant your fingers, and bend your knees if you need to. Get your hands down, walk your feet back. Hand planted. Head down, pedal, heels. Pedal, heel. Good. One more. Lower down onto those knees. Now we're going to stay here. We're going to extend the opposite arm and leg like we did at the very beginning, only this time we're going to hold it. So this is an excellent move for building core strength. Arm, leg, push through the heel, reach through the hand. Now I want you to look down at your mat and we're going to count 5 deep breaths. So head down, eyes on the mat, 5 deep breaths. 4 deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Lower your hand, lower your leg. Shake anything out if you need to shake it out. Wiggling is not technically yoga, I guess, but I always think it feels nice to do it in between poses, and so let's do it. Reach out with the arm, reach out with the leg. Good. Shoulders back, arm right alongside that ear, eyes on the mat. Look right here, right next to your hand. All right, let's count 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the hand and the knee down. And let's rock back to child's pose. Flex the hands a few times, wiggle the fingers. Good. We're going to go ahead and inhale the body forward and lower ourselves down. So when you do this, lift your chest up, engage your core, bring your hips forward, lift your chest up, squeeze your glutes a little bit, and now we're going to bend the elbows and drop down. Now if your lower back doesn't like this transition, that's fine. Just get to your belly in any way that's comfortable with your body. Okay, now once you're comfortable, let's go ahead and switch our hand position from here to here. Your head is down. Ideally, you guys are going to have your face into the mat and you're going to come down forehead to the mat. But that's not really good for talking at camera. So I always have my head turned towards you. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Feet down, feet together. We're going to just use the upper. Inhale, lift your hands, lift your head, squeeze your shoulder blades back, and then release. We're going to do 2 more. Up, 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 squeeze, and release. 1 more. Up, 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 and down. Now we're going to add the legs. It's optional. You don't have to add the legs. Inhale, up, 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 and down. 2 more times. Good. Up, 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 and down. 1 more time. Up, 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 down. Now, this is time for the good stuff. Roll over onto your back. So take a moment. It doesn't have to be fancy or pretty. It just needs to happen. Get there. Roll over. I haven't found a good fancy yoga way to roll over with that. Go ahead and take a moment to think about how your body feels now that we're on the ground. We're in the home stretch, final 5 minutes or less. Take a moment to pull one knee into your chest. Give it a little hug. Now we're going to be placing our ankle over our opposite knee. So ankle over opposite knee. Okay? If you're comfortable here and you don't want to go any further, then stay here. If you'd like to pull the legs in towards you, pull the legs in towards you. Now it's okay to hold on. So if you'd like to hold on, you can hold on. I find that I want to keep my neck and shoulders relaxed. So I'm going to just let my hands rest here. I'm using the core. Just use those abs. Good. Take a breath. Take another one. And then we're going to gently lower it down. Uncross the legs. You're going to hug the other knee in. First, just grab it with your hands and pull it in towards you. If you've got some knee pain, hands behind your knee. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to place the ankle over the knee. So ankle over the knee. And option 1 stays here. Option 2 holds it in. Remember that you can hold on or let yourself relax. You got to find what works for your body. We're all different. We all have our different abilities. Go ahead and lower the leg gently down when you're ready. Uncross them. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring it into a soft butterfly position. So the bottoms of the feet are going to come together. The knees are going to open. We're going to gently press our feet together and just let your hands rest here. I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Just gaze up at the ceiling. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just stare at the ceiling and listen. Big breaths in and out. Notice how the body feels. Now on the next breath, go ahead and close your legs. Perfect. Now we're going to hug one knee in and slide the other leg out on the ground. All the way out on the ground. Good. Breathe. Take a cycle of air here. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the other leg in and set the other one down. So the first one goes down to the floor. Second leg is pulled in nice and tight. Take a deep breath. And bring it in a little closer if you can. And we're going to lower it down too. So lower it down. Now, knees are bent, feet are on the floor for just a moment. I want you to take a moment to take your arms out to the side and just drop your knees loosely to one side. Good. We're going to come into the center and do one more for that side. Same side, one more time. So this is about it. We do have to finish the other side, and then we're going to be wrapping it up for today. Go ahead and come into the center, switching sides, dropping the knees softly over. This one should feel really nice along the waist. Center. And one last time to the side. Remember that with each and every one of these classes that you need to listen to what's going on in your body. Then bring your knees to the center. If something doesn't feel right, please feel free to skip it. Just hit that lovely little fast forward button and hit to the next move. Hug both of your knees into your chest. Give it a little rock from side to side. I just want you to finish with laying on the ground and taking 10 to 15 deep breaths. If you can handle just 10 to 15 deep breaths, laying and relaxing before jumping up and getting back into the rest of your day. I wish I could do that. But sadly, not today, not yet. Good job, you guys, and I'll see you soon.